Yes, people. Yes, people. Welcome to the GunSlingerz. We're back with a special edition. We're celebrating AFCON. We're going to do Arsenal's best African players. People, yes, people. Welcome to the GunSlingerz. Yes. Good evening, my people. We're here. It's Arsenal's top 10 African players. It's going to be an interesting show. We've had a lot of people vote in with their top 10s, calculations behind the scenes. We've got the first of all, that we're going to introduce you to the cast. It's a star-studded cast. This is like a dream six aside. We've got Gunner King. How you keeping, brother?
All good, man. All good, man. Happy with Sierra Leone's results today in AFCON as well, man. It managed to nick a draw against Algeria.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Boots, how you keeping?
Yes, what are you telling me? You right, yeah? Yeah, all good, man.
Can't complain.
Congratulations to the guys who teams got points and won today.
Yeah, the key was to try and we needed to get some of the players home early. Like you got Mo Salah coming home early now. It's just not on. It's not on. But at least El Nene might come back early, innit? We need that. Lex, how you keeping?
Yes, Gums, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm looking forward to this one. It should be a spicy one.
It should be interesting. Cannon FC, take it. Is this your debut today, Cannon?
This is my debut, man, on the Armoury TV.
Lovely.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Lovely. Nice to have you here, brother. And you're always in the comments, so big up for you, man. You always supported us from day dot, so we appreciate having you on. Would you rather us call you Cannon or are you going with Neil? Which one would you prefer?
You can go with Neil. I mean, the channel name is Cannon FC. Either way, I'm good, bro. You call me what you want.
All good. And the main man today who had a very good result, so I know he's buzzing where he is.
You're done, though. Wait, I've just got one.
Englishman.
Brother, I've got one. I've got a few questions for a man like Mo Salah, you know. You want to come back? You want to team with the big boys? Hey, Salah know how the thing goes, bro. Know how the thing goes. Apparently, they're still looking for him in Merseyside. He's all still in London, Anfield, pretending he's got COVID like the rest of the squad, bro. Big up everyone in the panel. Oh yeah, now how far?
Yeah, man. So we're gonna get to some comments quickly, then we're gonna jump straight in. Cannon FC is ready in the likes. He was loving life with some fire. Armoury TV is just explaining why we was a bit late. A few technical hitches, as always, on the Armoury channel. Lottie B, we got your scores in as well, so she's represented today. She's we're always late, you know. Hope you're well there, Lottie. See, Armoury TV saying making sure we're subscribing, smashing the likes, and make sure you keep commenting. Big Dogs is here. Good evening. Shawnee boy, what's up? Hope you're well. Georgina, good evening. Yeah, I've got your votes as well, Georgina. There's some suspect ones, but yours weren't too bad, to be fair. Silver Fox is in the building. Canners is here, loving the lineup. Niger has a permanent grin. Yeah, that grin's going to be on for the next few days, isn't it?
Straight up.
And Niger is firing up the show. So we're going to go straight in. We're excited for this one. So we're doing the top 10 African players. So we had a list of about, 16, 17 to pick from. How we scored it is if they was number one on your list, they got 10 points, and the person who was 10th on your list got 1 point. So then we added up all the points together. And we've got the list of Arsenal's 10 best African players voted by the cast here, plus about 15 others. So I might call out some names because some of you have some shocking ones, but we're going to get to it. I'm going to give you a couple of names who missed out on the scoring, though. So who didn't make it? El Nene didn't make it into the top 10.
Yeah.
Anyone disappointed in that?
Man, like I know Lottie will be fuming, man. Sorry, Lottie. El Sideways didn't make it.
Yeah. Shamak didn't make it. I'm a Reading boy, and after what he did to Reading, I had to give him a couple extra points, but he still didn't make it. That hat trick, I'll never forget. I went to watch the match. We was in the Reading end, but we was right in the corner next to the Arsenal fans. And obviously Reading were winning, so I sat there quietly. And then when Arsenal made the comeback, I tried to climb over and get in the Arsenal stand. I threw my son over, and then the steward see me. So my son's on the other side. He was only about 3 or 4, and he's in the other side with the Arsenal fans, and I was in the Reading side. So yeah,
was that when they threw the shirts in as well? I had to get them back.
Yeah. That was it. Yeah, because they were getting battered like 4-1 half time or something silly.
And
then Shamak just. Yeah, that was it. Shamak turned into a prime Ronaldo, and just done a madness. And Walcott as well grabbed a couple. So great game. And Javinho got very close, but didn't make the top 10.
Big man Javinho, that's saluting
with
back
that hairline, boy.
I was shocked he didn't make it. I was shocked. And the last one, the person who come 11th, this hurts my heart, man.
Pepe.
Nah, bro, it's even
so
worse.
Pepe made it and Javinho didn't. Oh,
and Iwobi didn't make the top 10, brothers. Iwobi missed out, boy.
You know what? I forgot about him. I forgot about it. I would have thrown him in.
Everyone knows that Iwobi's my guy.
That makes me a bit sad as well.
Listen, if you see how I was trying to get him extra points, I'm messaging people saying, look at what he did in this game. I'm sending them video clips and that. I still couldn't get him enough points. Well, I've been trying. Iwobi, I tried for you, my brother. I rate you, but he just missed out.
To be honest, I forgot about him. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
And he plays for you lot as well. What's going on? Yeah, he only got 2 minutes today.
He's on the bench today, like he should be.
He got 2 minutes. Bless him. But right, we're gonna go into it. We're gonna go in. Are you ready for your number 10, as voted by this beautiful panel plus extras, with 38 points? He's playing currently Nicolas Pepe.
How did he? Which one of you voted for Pepe? Who voted for Pepe, bro? He didn't get in my top 10, bro.
He didn't get it to what?
Pepe,
that's the younger audience, isn't it? You just started last year, bro.
I'll be honest. A lot of his friends
are low. You know what I mean? You got to vote.
Neil, are you 21? Neil, are you 21?
35. But listen, the ones that didn't make my top 10, they could never make my top 10. Not Iwobi, not El Neni, not Frimpong, not Shamak, Javinho. Really? Could never come in my top 10.
Fair enough. So Pepe snuck in. I think he owes a lot to Georgina and Brezzi, because they had him as sixth best. Yeah, he got 7 points from them too. So
he's number 9 on my list.
He got a semi-final in our FA Cup final as well.
True. Yeah, but
so he got an assist in the semi and the final. So that's helped add to our history. So.
Yeah,
you know,
fair enough. So he done all right. He got 20. I'll
pick a Boué over him all day, bro.
We might come to him soon. So we're gonna move on from Pepe. I think he's probably where he should be. He's got quality. I'll be honest. He's better footballer than Iwobi and Javinho. Definitely got more end product than them two. But just don't see him enough. But I can't complain him being there, if I'm honest. So Pepe, congratulations. You're the 10th best. So this guy beat Pepe by 4 points. Lottie, I don't know if you've done it back to front, but you had him as your favourite Arsenal player to come from African continent. Hopefully you can explain in the comment section, because I don't know where this come from. This jumped him above Pepe. Your score? Christopher Ray.
Whoa.
Big man, Christopher. What are you talking about? He's telling me. What? Double winner Ray. Double winner Ray.
Double winner Ray. Yeah, boy. Christopher Ray's in there.
Isn't that George Weah's nephew?
I had him in as 9. But to be fair, my last 2 in my list, it could have been any of them, bro.
Facts.
I don't really see him play.
For what he done in the title thing.
Here, Lex is just letting us know how young he is. You hearing that?
Bloody hell, bro.
I don't even feel that young. I was just like, wow, I haven't seen him play.
Yeah, no, he had a couple. He had a bit of impact, but I think his biggest claim to fame was being George Weah's cousin or whatever it was he was linked to him. So.
Hey,
so we're gonna quickly move on.
The goal against Bolton and Wolves and them man there. Oi, stop it.
He slapped that in there. Yeah, Canners knows all about Christopher Ray. Again, showing his age as well. Don't sleep on Chris Ray.
Yeah,
yeah.
and sending clips and all that, bro.
Definitely. Right. So he's our 9th place. In 8th place, so it starts getting a bit tastier. To be fair, I thought he would have got higher. Babue, 78 points he got.
Bruv,
Anyone think that's a
only
bit low for
read out
Babue?
with a
It's a
song.
bit low.
He didn't realize, innit, that he was actually being booed, bruv. Like, you know that. Remember
Yeah,
the song, Abue? Man, half the people was on banter and half of them was actually singing for him. You know what I mean? Remember that song, bro? And he got
But
subbed
yeah.
as well. Do you remember when he got subbed?
Oh mate, yeah, that was a bad
Subbed
one.
off. Subbed in,
Oh, that
subbed
was
off.
sad, man.
That was
Yeah, I
cool,
felt
bro.
for him.
That was cool.
I'm
Yeah.
saying Abu is a cult hero, bro. He's just, I don't know, he's just vibes, innit? Vibes and
That's
inshallah,
right.
bro. That's it.
He would have been. He would definitely have been good for the dressing room. He definitely would have been
Yeah.
good.
Them celebrations as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dance moves, innit?
And
Can't
he
forget about
definitely
that.
be good.
Honestly.
So do you not reckon he should have been higher or lower? Do you reckon he's
Nah,
well placed?
He could have been anywhere 9th or 10th, man.
I had him as 8 as well.
At least
actually.
he's in
I'm
there.
in 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
he made it in.
I would have had him a bit higher, man.
I had him at 10.
I think like his
Oh,
relationship
that's
with the
what
fans,
Elneny
man.
I put Elneny in
Like,
mine.
like-
That's raw.
You're going,
Like
go.
what Lex was saying with like the celebrations, like just the connection he had with the fans, like it was a strong one. Do you know what I mean? He was
Yeah,
a fan's
yeah.
favorite. So I think
Definitely.
probably goes in
And
on
someone who did like him, who voted, James had him as 3rd best.
Third.
So yeah, James had him 3rd.
Wow.
So, yeah, James was obviously there just for the celebrations and the
He's
rest
just
of
so
it.
unpredictable, wasn't he,
Just-
Abue?
just
You
for
never knew when you were
vibes.
gonna get him.
Yeah.
I need to see-
He
I
gets
need
an
to see
extra
James's
point for
full
vibes
list,
alone.
Yeah, definitely. Lottie had him quite high. She had him 5th, I think it was, and my guy Jai had him 5th as well. So yeah, he done all right, Abue. Like he was good. He was very good going forward. He trying to the system changed with him, isn't it? That was more attacking wing backs when he came in. So
And
yeah,
he
I can't
set-
be mad at Abue.
He set
And he
up
took
on
penalties.
his last goal before he left, man, against Man U, that header.
That header.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
And he took a few pens as well, didn't he, Abue?
We could take a pen. For Ivory Coast, he
Oh,
took
yeah.
regular pens. But yeah, even for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Composure. All right.
Decent.
Oh,
So yeah, not bad. So Abue, you're well placed in 8th place. Next up, see, this is the one that conflicts me because I think Abue should really be above him. I'm not saying he's a better player, but I think for what he's done for Arsenal, I think Abue should be higher than this guy. He's a current squad member. Give it a little drum roll. 7th place, Thomas Partey with 80 points, 2 points ahead of Abue. So
Nah.
Like,
can't be in there,
he's snuck in there. Let me not lie. To be honest, I put Partey in there because I like him as a player, probably rather than what he's done for Arsenal. I think.
yeah,
I put him at number like 8 or something.
let me have a look. Anyone else got a take on Partey, or do you think he's kind of in there just because
He ain't done enough, man. He ain't turned
Yeah,
up.
Like when you
He
put it
wasn't
that
in
way,
my
he
list.
hasn't.
To be honest, I
So-
completely forgot about Partey, but he ain't done enough. That's the thing.
Forget
Yeah,
about.
I'll be honest. So
Count.
he's very different. So you got Brezzy, who's given him 9 points, so he came 2nd on Brezzy's list. But then you got Boods, who didn't vote for him at all. He didn't get no points from you, Boods. And G Talks didn't vote for him, and Lex didn't vote for him either, actually. And then Matt's giving him 8 points, and I think he's averaged around the middle after that. Like most people giving him between like 6 and 4.
I think
What's
he
wrong
got picked more on his ability rather than what he's done
What
for
he's
Arsenal.
done.
Yeah.
I picked
Yeah.
him. I put him in my top 10
Ability's
because
unreal,
of, ability is there. So it's just
Yeah.
a matter of time, I guess.
Yeah, but
Mm.
it's
That's
about
what I
Arsenal, ain't it?
Yeah, it's about our best. Yeah, it's a difficult one. I
Boots,
think this is
jeez,
the
man.
sentiment.
You know.
But again, we're going to get into this again a bit later because I know the sentiment plays a big part when we're doing this, rather than actual ability. And we're going to move on to the next one. So we're going to get the first 5 out of the way, and then it's going to get a bit deeper with the next one after this one. 6th place, 110 points. And when I mean he missed out by a point from the top 5, and I think most of us would be quite happy he didn't make our top 5 because he's a controversial character. Can anyone guess who it is with 110 points?
It's that guy.
It's Adebayor. No,
Guy
if you
would
take-
he would sell out his mum, bruv. That I'm telling you.
I think he
Anything for
actually
a
did,
good
to
team,
be honest,
bruv.
but that's a
You probably
different
did.
stream.
Yeah, gosh, but with me with this one, this was hard. I'm not gonna lie. I had him lower, and the more I kept doing research and looking, I was like, I can't have him
Numbers,
this
innit?
low. And
The numbers.
I talked to a couple of guys who aren't Arsenal fans, and I'll be real, they had him in their top 3. They're saying actually, it's quite good to talk to other fans about it, because from what they're saying, if I were to face, they were saying he was the one that caused the biggest threats out of a lot of African players. So, yeah, he was a handful, Adebayor, man.
Yeah, I had him 5th.
You know what? It's his CV. If you look at his CV, it looks decent. Like Madrid, Manchester City, Arsenal. I wouldn't include the others.
Yeah.
There's no other
That's where
relevant
you go to
team.
retire.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, I think from a ball perspective, I had him as 5th. But I hate that brother so much.
Yeah, that's it. I didn't want to put him in because of the character of the guy, but as you said, Gums, when you look at the numbers, you can't avoid what he did. I think he scored 30 goals one year.
He did.
He had a very good record against Spurs as well when he played for us. So I had to throw him in there, man.
You know, for an all-round striker, like, he had it all, didn't he? Like, someone said to me, remember his headers? And I think, remember he used to climb. Like, he would just be up in the air for about 7 seconds and just hanging.
Wait, did you just say he had it all, Gums?
He had majority things. Okay, maybe not first time finishing, but
I was gonna say,
but in terms of athlete, he was a handful, weren't he? So
he was right at the end with Henry, wasn't he? Do you remember him and Henry had a good connection at the end?
He properly stand on Henry, man, trying to do dance celebrations with him.
Come on,
when he's
jump on the bandwagon.
So I think he's missed out on the fact that his legacy at Arsenal's not going to be remembered with fond memories. Do you know what I mean? But
my finger literally was twitching when I typed his name. It was just like,
That's all right. We're good. What we do? So that was our 10-6. We're going to jump to some comments quickly, and then hopefully Lottie can explain herself. That's what I'm looking for, to be honest with you. And then from there, we're going to get to the top 5.
Going for the audience today, man.
She had Christopher Ray as her favorite player, so I really want to know why. Like, again, she might have there might be a justifiable reason. But we are the Arsenals here. He's saying good evening. Shawnee boy, he's calling out Adebayor. El Sideway wasn't hers. Calm yourself. That's going to you, Nigerian. Silver Fox is shocked that El Nene didn't make it.
He was in my top 10.
He's laughing. Yeah. But he didn't get enough points. DWTT, he's in the chat, and DWTT did vote as well. We'll get to his favourite player a bit later. People wanted to see Frimmy. Pepe scored a banger in the final. That goal got disallowed. Remember, he remembers.
What are we talking about? Disallowed goals, man. Alright, come on, we're not doing that.
Oh my
We're not doing that.
Well, then he got a banger in training once. Come on.
After he hits bear screamers in training, but on the pitch, it's on a joke thing.
Cannons is also saying, don't sleep on Christopher Ray. Yes, Lottie, my mate Chris Ray, and he is my mate. Being around this gaff made him a cuppa. And you still didn't put him as your number 1 player, Silver Fox, mate. He should disown you and block your number.
Wow.
That's man.
Wow.
Cannons is saying, Lottie knows her Arsenal history. Shawnee boy, he obviously was a fan of Abue. G Talks is saying Abue had to be in there. He agreed. Do you know what? These comments are just popping out of the woodwork. Right, we're going to give a few more. Abue surprised he was there. He killed me when he gave that pen at home against Liverpool. Yeah, that was so clumsy. So clumsy.
Don't get me wrong. He had
Edge of the box, wasn't it? And he pushed him, like he backed into him.
We just went like 2-1
as well.
When it Lucas Leiva, he just stood still planting his feet and Abue just gone straight into the back of him. We remember.
We literally just got him in front like 2 minutes beforehand.
It was
like
2-0,
92nd minute. No, we went ahead. It was 2-1, and then they scored the freaking equalizer like 97th minute.
You would always do that, man.
Bro, Dirk out as well, man.
It's just his face after, man.
Just smiling, didn't it?
His face, man. Abue's looking like, I didn't touch him.
All right, let's get to a few more. These comments, there's nothing here. Yeah, Lottie, I'm calling you out, but fair play to her. She's still sticking to her choice, but you got to give us the reason
Not
why he's
real.
number one.
Yeah, we need an explanation, bro. I big up Christopher Ray.
Lottie says what she says, man. She says it with chest, man.
Yeah, I rate that. I rate that. Silver Fox thinks Partey is too high.
100.
Canners has come in and said Partey is showing his importance to our team right now, though. Here we go. Lottie said she watched him in La Liga, didn't look at it from an Arsenal point of view. Fair enough, then I'll give you that.
Who's she talking about?
Ray.
That must be. Nah, she's not talking about Christopher Ray. She can't be. That must be a Partey comment.
It must be thing. Who's it? You got Christopher Ray and George Weah mixed up earlier. It must be the same thing. Georgina, she said she completely missed out on him for his antics. I think she's talking about Aboué there. Canners is not happy with us. Who's put Adebayor on our list? I think a lot of us did have Adebayor.
That's what happens when you don't come on, man.
And Lottie, she said Adebayor didn't make hers. He could stay in the bin. But Shawnee, he's saying Adebayor was sick. I agree.
He was. He was.
And the Armoury TV, our father is saying he don't blame us for leaving Adebayor out, to be honest. Right, cool. I think this is... Oh, here we go. Mostly Arsenal. Adebayor is 10 for me. Just to accentuate how much I despise him. And SKTV saying Adebayor should have stayed, but he is a fool. And Canners, one more about Christopher Ray. Christopher Ray's taken up a lot of time today. 97-98 season Ray was ridiculous.
Canners loves that season, bro. You know, watch that on DVD every weekend.
DVD, that's more like VHS.
Brilliant. Oh, sorry. Lottie's saying when she said about La Liga, she was talking about Partey.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Gonna say.
And Nigerian, your son's in the comments quickly. Dad, I told you Chukwueze will show Salah the levels.
We're still looking for Salah, bro. We're still looking for him.
If anyone can find us, let us know. And Silver Fox has just said Arsenal under 21's 4, Chelsea under 21's 1. Is the latest score. So yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Right, we're gonna move on. So we've got through a lot of comments, guys. Keep the comments going. We will try and pop them up on the screen when we get a chance, and I'll read some out. But we're getting into now the business end. The top 5. Obviously, Partey didn't make it in there. Adebayor just missed out. Aboué. This one I was happy about. At the start, when the votes were coming in, he was struggling. So I put him really high on my score sheet just because I wanted him in the top 5 at least. Quality player. Good hairdos, good dance moves. Assist king. Yeah, Booths knows who it is because Alex Song, top 5.
Alex, you know. Yeah.
Anyone disagree with that? Neil, do you agree with Song being top 5?
I didn't have him in my top 5, but I'm not against it. He did a lot for the club. Yeah.
Yeah, you had him just out your top 5.
In some horrendous teams that he was a part of, he did a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think
that combination with Van Persie was lethal, but
very.
And from deep as well.
He tried a lot of them in each game. He did try a lot of them balls, bro.
But when you're watching the highlights, no one cares how many you tried.
Yeah, I'm watching match of the day, bro. I don't see the
goal when Henry came back. Yeah, the assist for that goal, bro.
Oh my, against Leeds.
Yeah, I was there, boy. That was a good feeling.
What about the assist to the winner against Liverpool away? That was ridiculous.
Near post, didn't it? Near post.
Yeah.
And the Everton one where it come that was him as well, wasn't it?
It was similar.
Yeah. Do you know? I watch him now. Well, not even watch him now, but see, he's still playing, and he really made a bad move leaving Arsenal. Yeah, I think he was still playing in somewhere like Saudi, and then he went to, I think he played in Africa. Yeah. See him every now and then.
He's getting us in the mid now, bro. He's getting there.
Yeah, but
definitely
do you know? I think
Sunday's game.
I think, you know, sometimes you look at players thinking they just stayed where they were. So for me, it's like Haleb and Son were the two who, if they just stayed, their careers could have been so different. You know, he was quality. So I had him as my number 2.
You know,
so did
Matt.
Two. Yeah.
Two. Don't, because I know your number 1's gonna piss me off now after hearing that. I know you're number 1.
I'll be real. The only reason why is because I needed him in the top 5, and with the way voting was going, I said he ain't gonna make it. I need to put him up there. So yeah, it was all tactical. It was all tactical. I'm not gonna lie, but Matt,
surprised
you got
they
no
didn't
view.
have,
Getting fixed now, man.
I'm surprised they didn't have. I know this is a list for the African players, but you know, Steven Gerrard should have been an Arsenal player. The amount of times he assisted Thierry Henry on goals.
Him and Carragher could have got in there.
Yeah.
Right, we move on to Alex Song, top 5. Congratulations. And to be fair, he was probably the best dressed player we've ever had as well. He had swag,
Absolutely.
so he would have fitted in well with Aubameyang and them boys there.
Yeah, for sure.
So 4th place. He's voted as their top player by Matt, Marvin, Georgina, and Stephen. It is the guy who is currently at the Cup of Nations but isolating, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Bro, he didn't even make my 10, you know. Wow.
People have got him.
I didn't even make my 10. I would change that now. I would change that now.
Why? Because I've got Son as second.
No, because I don't know how he just escaped my mind there, bro.
Seriously?
What?
I swear to you, bro. I swear. That's how that's how I'm not interested.
Moving like Arteta out here.
I'll put that to bed. If I did it now, I'd probably put him number 4, man.
Yeah. No,
he's second on my list.
He's been a good servant. He has been good for us, man. Like anyone think he should be higher than where he ended up?
Nah.
What is he for?
I put him second on my list.
I've gone 3rd as well. Like he's tarnishing it now, isn't he? Like,
yeah.
What he's done.
Is that his fault though? Was that what Arteta's just done with him? And
nah, that's his fault.
Brother, why is Arteta done with him? Is the question you should ask. It's his fault, isn't it?
That's his fault.
To be fair, Niger is right. So Niger and Ashley didn't vote for Aubameyang at all. That really hurt. I had him, I think, 6th or 7th. Lottie had him about 6th. And a couple of others had him like 5th. So I think that's what really hit him hard. So Abba, he gets top 4. I think that's all right. He hasn't been here that long. Obviously, he can't fault for what he's done. He won the Golden Boot.
More than he's done more than Adebayor. So to have
in what way?
Put him in the list. What do you mean, in what way?
He's talking to United.
But then if you put Adebayor on the list, come on now.
No, look, I'll put my hand up now. I'd happily replace Adebayor with Aubameyang right now. Happily. Take him off the list. Adebayor completely off my list for Aubameyang.
So what would you have him? Would it make much difference? Gums.
Nah, to be fair, even if you put him as your number 1, he wouldn't jump above whoever's above him. So he would have sat 4th, even if Niger.
I had him in 5th. So 5th,
yeah. I think that's about right for him. I think if he had maybe got a few more years here, he would have definitely gone up. But yeah,
guys, I don't want any issues with the number 1, bro. I don't want any issues, guys. I'm warning you.
There's going to be some arguments. I don't
want any issues with that number 1, no, please.
There's going to be some arguments. So Nigerian Englishman's son's here. He said, sorry for being late. And I tried to give you a vote, Nigerian Englishman's son. I tweeted you earlier, sent you the list. You never got back to me. But next time we do one of these, you can jump in. Obviously, you had homework.
He was at the game. He's in Cameroon at the moment. He was at the game.
Okay. We'll let you be. G Talks is saying Song was a good player. Shame he went to Barca. Silverfoot saying Song was an absolute baller. Georgina saying she loved him in Armoury assist. Song's over the top pass into RVP would have had. Stop the rest of that. He's a United fan. That's it. I'm muting you. At least you know good talent, surely. Song and Helem made the worst move ever leaving Arsenal. I definitely agree with that. Canners, he's saying Gums has rigged it. Gums a Trump. I tried to rig it for Roby as well. It didn't even work. So I didn't do my job properly, obviously. But yeah, we keep moving. Let's see if we've got any more comments.
Do you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, look. Gumza threw me off, right? He sent me a short list of African players, innit? Basically, who wasn't on that list, I didn't even think about. That's basically what happened.
Abba was on the list.
He was on the list, bro.
Abba was on the list, but I didn't put me. He was. I might not put his full name on it. It must be Abba. It must be because I copied and pasted it. I didn't write it out 100 times. I'm gonna prove you wrong.
You enjoyed the results, Nigerian, innit?
No problem. We'll give you that.
Solo's in the building. How you keeping, Solo? Hope you're well. Give us who you think your favorite. Give us your top 5, Solo. Top 5 African players to play for Arsenal. Uncle Tony, please say my dad's full username. Can't just call you Niger. Here we go. So this is. I don't get why anyone is surprised. He did the same. This is a BBB. He's talking about ABBA. ABBA won't change his behaviour. Sulked like a child when he was benched at the North London derby last season, and continued to do so for a few games. She is not having it. She is not mixing her words.
Yeah.
I don't think none of us disagree with you.
No.
Anyone want to give some pushback on that? Neil, do you fancy taking her on?
I know. I agree with Lottie 100% on that.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen of Lottie on Canon Chatter, she doesn't put water in her mouth to speak. You know, she lets in, point blank. You know, and it's true. Since that North London derby, when he was benched, when he was late, it's his performance has just dipped from there. That's where I think it stemmed from. Plus the 350 a week.
Yeah, that's big money.
Big
SKTV saying ABBA is definitely top 4, but yeah, he just sneaks in there. For me, he just sneaks in. Alex Song for me above him, but that's just my opinion. Cool. Right, we're moving on. Top 3. This is the business end now. This is where it comes down to what really matters. 169 points. DWTT had him as his favorite. Greg Denny had him as his favorite, and Gunnar King had him as his favorite. Marauding right back.
Lauren.
There was meant to be no life after Lee Dixon, and in come this guy from Belgium, I believe. Who knew? No one knew of him.
Oh, he's an invincible man.
Well,
He's an
Came in as a
invincible.
midfielder.
Centre
Right?
mid,
Came in as a
didn't
midfielder,
yeah.
Yeah, he's an invincible, and he's third
Penalties.
in our.
Whoa,
Third.
composure on the penalty.
Has to be a top
What a
3,
player.
man. Has to be.
What a player!
Yeah,
So-
second. I had him second.
Bro,
I had him third.
this man, he was always there for a battle, bro. You always backed
Loved
his
the penalty
boys
against
when they
Spurs
kicked
as
off.
well.
Yeah. He was just there, bro.
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Gunnar,
know the
take it
mad
away.
thing as
You had him
well?
Sorry,
You know,
go on,
just like that, you see the characters now. Like, I mean, back then, Vieira, Keown, all of these man, like he was almost like not even on that level, but he would walk in and be captain today, bro.
Bruce.
Let me
Yeah,
tell you,
100%.
like,
100%.
by a country mile. It
Gunnar,
just
you
shows,
had him
like,
as your
the kind
number
of
one.
characters,
Sorry, Bruce.
Yeah.
Gunnar, you
I
had him as your
think-
number one. Tell us.
It's close between him and Torre
Why?
for me, man. I think I really like Torre as well. I really love Torre. Polo Torre, I love that guy, man.
So how
Yes,
come-
sir.
Oh God, they've been off the line. So how come you went with Lauren as your number one?
Just those marauded, like just the way he marauded that right hand side. I think and like the invincible legacy as well. I just think like his impact to that was like really understated, but everyone like just knew. Do you know what I mean? Like it just without saying like how important he was to that team. And I think for that's why I put him in there.
Lex, you're very quiet. Would you have Lauren in your top 3?
You know what? I didn't have him in the top 3. I had him in 4th.
Didn't. Yeah.
And I had a Bamiyam in
Lex
my
is
top
24,
3.
bro. Lex is 24.
But listen, he's invincible, man. He's
Mm.
got to be up there. He's invincible. You can't take that
Yeah.
away from him. What he done.
No.
If you look at his face, you could tell he was always on smoke, man. He was silent, but you could tell
Gunman.
he was on smoke.
Bro, he loved the
Invincible.
penalty, bro. He loved the penalty. He loved the
Yeah.
scrap. You know
Composure.
what I'm saying?
Mm.
So just to let you know, I'm calling man out on this show today. I don't even care because some of these, when I got them, my face went, huh? So Stephen from Cannon Chatter had him in, I think that's 6th or 7th place. Brezzy didn't vote for him. Brezzy got a lot of answers.
Nah. Brezzy don't know who Lauren is, bro. That's the only.
Nah.
Brezzy's got a
With
lot
the
of
girl,
answers.
Lauren.
If I give you Brezzy's top 10, you lot will be having it. It was
She
brilliant.
just
I loved
started
it.
watching Arsenal, man.
Brezzy's the boy. Brezzy's one of ours.
You might have to read that out, bro.
All right, should we go through Brezzy's top 10? All right, let's go for it. Let's go through Brezzy's, yeah? Actually, no. Yeah, we'll do it now. 10, he had, this is what I say, it was wild. We'll go from bottom to top. El Nene was number 10. Javinho, number 9. Adama Traore, 3. Not Adama, sorry.
Free? What? What's going on?
What, the fact Traore is even in the list, bro. We don't need to go on. Forget about it.
Armand
So,
12.
I said Armand Traore was there. 7th. 6th was Kanu.
Huh?
5th was Kolo.
What?
4th was Christopher Ray. Then we had Pepe, Aubameyang.
Nah. Someone's trying to rig it, man. Someone's trying to rig the
Well,
point.
players, eh?
Hey, listen.
Aubameyang.
Nah, Brezi's got to come
You ready
back
for
and
this?
rest himself. Nah,
Are you ready for
Brezi's got to
this?
come back on the next
You
show.
ready
We
for
got to do a whole new show for this, man. Just
No,
this
are you
one
ready for
show.
this?
What do you mean ready for what? It's worse.
Second place.
Imagine, man,
Second
has
place.
left the building, you know. He's left it.
Second place. He had Partey, and his top player was
my God.
Adebayor. I think he must have done it upside
Adebayor.
down. Yeah, I think he must have done it upside down. I reckon he must have.
Nah, he's
'cause
trolling. Brezi, you're
But then-
trolling. Or you,
If he
Brezi,
did it upside
you
down,
gotta
the
come on this-
Troy would have come third. Sorry, so I don't even know what he was doing. But
Yeah, but even if he did it
Brezi's-
upside down, that means not El Neni was his number one player.
yeah,
Equals Spurs, bro.
Brezi,
when you look at it, it's a madness.
Brezi, if you watch this, first of all, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that. But if you watch this, you need your own show tomorrow to explain yourself.
Yeah,
No one's
that's
doing
it.
No one's joining you on that show, bro. All you
That's what I'm
do is
saying.
in the comment section.
So we're going to post up
Where's
Brezi's
the
top
talent?
10 just for banter later, but Brezi's having a stink, I'm hearing. Your son saying Adama,
son's
yeah.
killed him.
You know what? Our man Adama's probably done more for Arsenal than our man Troy. That's probably why I got his name wrong. So, yeah, apologies. He said Brezi's had an absolute howler. I agree with that. I agree. Brezi, that top, when that come in, I was laughing my head off.
Big time.
Shawnee Boy's not an Arsenal fan, said he could do a better list. And Lottie agrees it must be upside
My
down.
son's got the funnest.
The upside down list, you know.
Yeah. Brezi probably just searched Arsenal African players and put in a random generator and got that list.
Right, that's the only logical explanation. This comment here. Big up my son.
Man got them out.
Logic.
That was he just done a lucky dip. He put names in a hat and just drew him out. Whichever came out, he put down. So, just a couple of comments on Lauren. Lauren was an absolute tremendous. That tackle on Ronaldo at Highbury. If you haven't seen it, go to YouTube and search Lauren tackle on Ronaldo. Magnificent. Yeah, let's give Lauren his flowers right now. Lauren was phenomenal. Stone cold. Mostly Arsenal said he would have him as the number one. He agrees with you, Gunner King. And your son again, because he gives me so much joy. Soon to join the list of Africans is Frank Kessie. I would love
I don't
that.
mind. I don't mind at all.
Absolutely love that. Right, so we're getting down to the top two. When I mean it was close, it was so close. One had 178 points. One had 180. So the most they could get was 200. So yeah, one of them's got 180. One's got 178.
I bet I can guess. I bet I'm gonna
Both.
be upset.
Maybe.
know.
Let me see.
I already know.
Everyone voted for both of them. Yeah, I think.
Did anyone have them lower than third?
To be fair, there's a few suspect ones. So Matt had one of them as like 6th. Brezi had one as 5. Georgina had one of them as 5. The other one, Brezi again. Brezi, boy, we gotta have words, mate. Brezi and Matt, you two, yeah, we gotta have words with you two. We gotta sit you down and get you watching some videos or something because, yeah, that there, I can't even explain what you lot have done there. But in second place, again, another one who no one knew about. He came from Belgium. He came as a right winger. He smashed Arsene Wenger on trial and was found in the locker room crying, thinking he messed his trial up. But Wenger saw through that and saw what he could be. He retrained as a centre mid and then went into centre back. He's done everything at the club. He won. He's part of the Invincibles, a major part of the Invincibles as well. I wasn't happy. He came second, if I'm honest. He was voted for as the best player by Canners, Gumza, Boods, Jai, and Greg.
Haters.
It's our man, Colo. Sing the rest of it because he should have been an Arsenal player as well if we went for work permits and the rest of it. But yeah, Kolo Toure voted second best player. I'm gonna go first. Why he was my favorite? Well, why I had him as my top? Because for me, I'm not saying technically he was the best player, but he was more important to our teams than the guy who come number one. I think the guy who come number one, not saying he was a bit part, we had very strong players in that department. I don't think he was the regular starter. He was in and around.
Gumza, innit?
So So we're gonna get to him later anyway. I don't want to diss him because he was ridiculous. But yeah, for me, Kolo was just a monster. Like recovery pace was mad, tackles flying in. Like again, someone who came as a winger. I remember his first few games he was playing on the right wing, left wing, centre mid, and all of a sudden he's popped in centre back. It showed the genius of Wenger. But again, I was also, those players who are just good footballers, where it doesn't matter where you put him on the park, he will just play good football. So driving out from the back as well, just changed the whole style of how you saw defenders, didn't he? For me, especially centre back. So yeah, Kolo, he was a legend, man, absolute legend. Booj, you had Kolo as your number one.
Yeah, man, just loved him, man. The enthusiasm, like you say, like them ones, he's just happy to play football, bro.
Yeah.
He will fit in wherever, just like hungry, just like he was playing in the park, innit? And like you say, so adaptable. I think he at his debut, was it against Chelsea? Was it he come on a sub or something? And just everything I loved about him, man. Like his face, he's just a smiler, bro. And then just like the way he took out Wenger in the trial.
That's the best stories ever, innit?
Yeah, he's just a class act, bro. Him and Campbell, solid, bro. It's not going through them two.
Yeah, and again, to be part of the Invincible team, and to say a major part of that Invincible team, and again, you think of what he's replacing of Keown, Bold, and Adams, like to then actually go over a guy who's not a centre back by trade, and to form that.
Do you remember as well? He always used to say with about Kolo, about Yaya. He would openly say in all interviews that he's better than me. Wenger, man, he was even played on trial, didn't he?
Yeah.
But Wenger played him as a number 9 on the trial or some bullshit.
It was a work permit thing, was it?
I think it was something like that. Yeah, I think they were going to sign him, but I think them like these times you had to have a certain amount of caps or whatever it was. But anyone else got some pushback on Kolo?
I love Kolo because number one, just like you said, he came in as like a winger and he ended up being one of the best centre back partnerships in Premier League history. And also, he was the original guy that he made you love football. He always played with a smile on his face. Like, I'm pretty sure if we paid him $5,000 a week, he would still play for Arsenal. He was just happy to play and be on the pitch. Like them players like Tomiyasu, they're just honoured to play for an establishment like Arsenal and give 100% no matter where you put them. Do you get me? I love that.
Yeah, I hear you. Neil, anything on Kolo?
Nah, I had him at number 2, and the reason why I have him at number 2 is because he's like Taco Wenger. That's the only reason why. But class, just class is class, man. You can't put a dollar sign on Kolo Touré at all. Just loves the game and everything about it.
100%. And Lex, final bit of you for Kolo. Favorite moments or something?
Nah, I love this guy, man. He was in my top 3. But you knew when he was on the pitch, playing that centre back, you knew like you kind of comfortable, you know what I mean? When you're playing against the top teams, you're like, we got someone, got the pace, recovery, strength. Do you know what I mean? It's comfortable on the ball. So like he's a legend, man. Another Invincible as well. Come on, it's got to be there. It's got to be there.
Yeah,
definitely.
He cost 140,000.
That's crazy, isn't it? Where did he come? Was it Beverini came from? Was it something like that?
Oh,
I don't even know.
Belgium, wasn't it? It's beginning with B.
Yeah, somewhere in Belgium. I think it's Beverini. I think him and Aboué come from the same club, didn't they?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
That was Nick.
What a steal. So Silver Fox is saying he'll never forget the story Ray Parlour told about when Kolo come along. Yeah, that's one of the stories. That's brilliant. And even the way Ray Parlour tells it's just hilarious. Didn't he take out Wenger and Bergkamp, didn't he? I think in the same training session.
It was,
yeah. Like the 2 top boys. Imagine taking out the 2 star boys in training. Like,
and having what a legend.
That enthusiasm. I think United could do with him pressing at the moment because they don't seem to have no press, do they? So they could do with a Kolo running around like a madman. So yeah.
No press. No press, bro.
Hard, right? So I think the ones who let Kolo down, Matt had him about 7th. Brezzy had him 5th. Georgine, if you're still in the chat, come and explain yourself. You had him 5th.
They didn't let him down. They just went with their heart, bro.
Yeah. Facts, all right, we're gonna get to the main man. So again, it's very close. He's only 2 points ahead. Nigel's biased because he's got the jersey on. He was brilliant, to be fair. He was voted as the number 1 by Ashley. Tony, Mr. Silver Fox, Lex, Steph, G Talks, James, Niger, and Neil.
Smart
He
people.
was, yeah, he just had
My
something
guy,
special.
my guy.
He had something very special. You don't find that no more. The quality he had. Hat trick against Chelsea always lives long in the memory.
Real bad man.
Yeah.
Sit down, anybody. You get too close to him, it sit you down.
Yeah.
Celebration. I remember that on celebration when I could score FA singles. If I beat 2 or 3, it's Kanu, and I'm gone.
Yeah.
So our top African player, and Waku Kanu. Whoop. Everyone give it the celebration. Let me get it.
One cool.
Yeah, man. Niger, he's your countryman. Tell us a bit about him. What's he looked at like in Nigeria as well? How do you like?
He's football royalty. He's royalty when it comes to Nigeria, man. You can't say a bad word against Kanu. I don't know. I did a stream, I think last week, and someone tried to compare Kanu to Adebayo, and there was like 3 Nigerians on the panel, and they were going nuts. They killed him. I'll send you the clip. It was a madness because we protect our own. Kanu is a guy that he's known for. If he comes on the pitch, if he comes on the pitch, he slows down the whole game with one touch, changes the pace of the game with one touch, bro. I don't know if you remember, there was I think in the Champions League, maybe Deportivo or someone, he scored a goal where he dropped the shoulder and the keeper literally sat on his ass.
Yeah.
Like, literally sat on his ass and he rolled it past him, man. What a player, man. I wish he got more goals, but he was more than goals. He changed up the pace of the game. Like that drop of the shoulder turn, like he's leaving, man. That's it. You're gone, innit? You're sliding all the way into next year, bro. He's leaving you with that turn all day.
He was different. And just again, you're from the country. Who's valued higher, him or Okocha? Just want to know out of curiosity for me.
It's just him because of his club accolades. Obviously, JJ is just another level, but some people kind of hold it against him that he never really played for a really top side, whereas Kanu did, and he won a Champions League, a UEFA Cup. He was an invincible. He was the one that helped us win the Olympics. Like, mate, like there's
JJ
too much.
PSG.
Yeah, but
Fenerbahce, was it Fenerbahce as well?
Fenerbahce,
yeah. He was he was one of my favorites.
He was such a gem. I wish one of the top sides really picked him up so we could have enjoyed him a lot more. But quality-wise, JJ was another level. But Kanu, he's a national treasure, man.
Yeah, fair play. I've met him as well. I don't know, his son. He was watching his son play football at a tournament, and I had to go over and say hello to him. And he's so tall. And I've got a friend who played for Reading when Kanu was playing. He came back from injury, and Arsenal called Reading and said, "Look, we need to get him fit. He needs a match. Can we do it behind closed doors friendly?" My friend said he's seen nothing like it. He said the keeper's pinging it 50 yards, and Kanu's just holding the centre back, pinning him, and just sucking it down with 1 foot, like instant touch, doesn't move. He said, like, literally, you couldn't get near him. He said he'd never seen anything like it. So, yeah, that's my couple of stories on Kanu. But yeah, I couldn't be mad at Kanu winning it. Neil, for you, thoughts on Kanu?
He was my number one. You know, there's no questions about it. My top 3 was Kanu, Cole, and Lauren. You know, three real bad man that we probably will never see in the likes of an Arsenal shirt again. You know, all the players today are not the same. It's built the same. So Kanu was a different level, man. All together. Make me feel to go and watch him tonight on YouTube.
Like real talk.
I think that's what you got to do. I'm trying to upload a video quickly as well because he was special. Lex.
Yes, man. He's my number one as well. Listen, when I first started watching Arsenal, he was my favorite player. It was Kanu all the time. Listen, this guy, oh my days, the way he played, his flair, his touch, the way, like, just you can count probably on your hands, how many players you've seen like that. It's not many players, like maybe one hand. Do you know what I mean? Like this guy, he didn't get as many goals, but this guy is different levels.
He raised everyone else's game. He's one of those type of
fully different levels, man. And his celebration as well. Bad.
Yeah. I agree with that. Boots.
Yeah, man. Loved him, man. Such a player. I think like he probably was underappreciated because of like who he was in and around, you know. Like
Yeah, we
he
had
was in
players
such a
that
good quartet, wasn't he?
Andre.
Up top and that. Like, but some of his goals, like that goal against like Middlesbrough when it come in the air from outside the box, man done the back flick. Do you remember that?
that was like the first time you really saw that from where he was as well.
Come on, yeah, from outside the box as well, bro, to get the power. Are you mad? And then the next one was that goal against Spurs. Do you remember when he had his back to the guy and he just
over the
flicked it over and then volleyed it?
Yeah. Stop.
My guy, that. He even
His
had health
highlight reel
problems
was
as well, wasn't
ridiculous.
it? He even had
Yeah,
health.
heart
He had
problem.
like a heart problem, didn't he? And
Yeah,
like,
man,
Yeah.
he was. Yeah, I loved him, man. Proper player.
No, I agree. Gunner King, give us your thoughts on Carney.
Yeah, man, he was just such a baller. You know, like I think he went against the grain of strikers at that time. You know, in the Premier League, you know, a lot is said about kind of like, it's not like he didn't work hard because he did, but he was like more kind of conservative. Like he would choose when to press and stuff like that. And like when he was with the ball, like sometimes he would look like he's, you know, just chilling, you know, like he just looked like he's out of bed, man. Do you know what I mean? Like he weren't making those steps for no one. Like he didn't have to though, because he just had all the tricks. He had all the tricks, man. He had like just the first touch of a wizard. You know, he could use both his feet. He was good in the air. He was strong. And the thing is, when he did want to use his turn of pace, he wasn't slow either.
Yeah,
you know
he had
what I mean?
mad stride, innit? Like he was so long.
Yeah, like he had long, powerful stride, man. Like, but man, some of the goals he scored, man, that hat trick against Chelsea for me, like, was just sublime. Like, and you know, I think his highlight reel of goals, like they're special goals. You know,
Special.
Like, definitely.
I'm gonna watch that tonight, man. Yeah.
Never gets old, man. Never gets old.
And I definitely feel like you're saying, the way he used to just drop shoulders or just drag the ball from far, and it almost show you it and he'd scoop it from you. Yeah, the amount of people that used to fall, like, he was special. And again, when you look at players like that, this is why I don't like the numbers game, because it's not. He wasn't about.
Everyone's about
goals,
stats,
but he made
now,
everyone
man.
better. Yeah, it's like he would never survive in this generation. But what he used to do on the pitch was silly. And again, you can build off him. You throw anything in and around him, and he'll just look after it for you and lend it back. It wasn't all about him. Do you know what I mean? He was happy just to play his part for the team, and
he was like great in a 2, innit? You know what I mean? When you used to traditional, like as a 2, like as a 10 sort of thing. Yeah, it'd be wicked in that sort of
second
system.
striker.
Even at Portsmouth, that's why he's a true baller, bro. Because even at Portsmouth, he was still doing bits when he was.
He won the FA Cup at Portsmouth, bro.
Yeah, he couldn't even run then either.
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Couldn't even run. He was about 45.
Come on, he was never his age, bro. No way.
Calm down, bro.
No way.
Don't talk about that.
A couple of comments quickly. G Talks is saying King Kanu. Silver Fox is saying the hat trick gives him goosebumps still. In the back,
we were 2-0 down, innit? That's what made it even better. We were 2-0 down, away from home, bro.
15 minutes left, bro. Got about 15 minutes left. Mad thing.
The third goal was a madness as well. The way he just skipped the Hoy on the line, like, and
the
then
angle,
finish it from there. Had 2 men jumping into the goal, like getting caught in Spider-Man's web. Like it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Bruv, there's no way I wouldn't have ripped off the shirt and jumped into a crowd after that hat trick goal. There's no way. I don't know how he contained himself, bro. I would have lost it.
Lottie, by the way, Lottie's agreeing with you. He's saying Adboy wasn't fit to lace Carney's boots.
Thank you, Lottie. Tell them.
Story for us. Let's read it out. My cousin Lee told me a great story about Kanu killing Keown in training, and everyone, including Wenger, was on the floor laughing. Wenger stopped training because Keown was trying to get to him. Oh, dear. That just shows you the kind of player he was. Scored some of the greatest goals, memorable goals in our history. Loves Kanu. He carried R9 at Inter. The chops were ridiculous. Hopefully me and Gunner King will be on TikTok live after this. Gunner King will definitely be there. He lives on that thing. I've got an Oculus now, so I'll be in the metaverse doing something over there. Mate, I'm loving life on that thing, boy. It's a madness. I think they got the Arsenal Tottenham game on there on Saturday, so you actually sit in the stadium and watch it. So, I think I'll let you know how it goes on Sunday. So we'll see.
That's interesting.
I'm gonna buy myself a season ticket through the metaverse. It's all mad nowadays, isn't it? But it's
That's where we're
crazy.
coming to, bro.
It is. So Kanu had to win it. His touch was ridiculous. Another level. He deserves more respect. I'm glad he was top. Kanu versus Chelsea. Enough said. Yes,
Big up mostly Arsenal.
I found. Hold on. This is the last one. Remember 13 him in the 95 European Cup for Ajax in that mad team. Remember thinking, who is this guy? Yeah, he was levels.
Yeah.
I've got 2 clips. I just found them quickly on my phone. So we'll show you the first. This is when Nigel was talking about where he sat the keeper down. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it.
Amazing. Oh, Kanu!
It didn't even just the body feint alone. Everybody.
That should be illegal, man.
Yeah.
Arrest him right now.
And we got one more. And do I like this one? It's just the audacity to take a touch in this situation. Like everyone else is shooting first time, but he was just so calm. Like it's a silly.
Here's Skullerson. And Will Tor. And Kanu! Yes!
Like the defender stopped thinking he's shooting. Like the defender just stopped and he's just taken a touch, chopped the keeper and just finished. So yeah, what else can we say about this man? He is our top African player ever. We might do this in 2 years' time and maybe Partey might be a bit higher up on the ratings, but we'll see.
He'll still be top in 2 years anyway. Maybe 10 we can have another debate.
Technically though, we all know it should be Vieira.
Oh, you're gonna bring that?
Senegal. Yeah. He plays for Arsenal. Vieira. Whoa. Vieira. Whoa.
Yeah, I think we were so just for everyone who doesn't know, we was talking about Vieira being in because obviously he's from Senegal. However, he played for France, so I decided he weren't going in. Because if we was to do a European one, he would get in the France team. So yeah, Vieira didn't make it, unfortunately. But I know Marvin wasn't happy. He was
Saka as well.
Yeah, but I think if we done like natives, like guys who had dual nationalities, like even Nasri could have got in there, and we'd have been there forever. So we've made it just
got anywhere, man. Forget
they had to play. Nasri could have got in. But yeah, we've done it. And they had to have played for an African country at international level. So yeah, unfortunately, Vieira didn't make it, but. I'm sure there'll be another poll coming up later, and I'm sure Vieira will get in somewhere along the way. But guys, thank you so much for today. The timing is absolutely brilliant, 57 minutes. Cannon, FC, Mr. Neil, it was lovely having you on. Hopefully we see you again soon.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.
Bant, Niger Englishman, Gunner King, pleasure as always. And we're going to finish up on this note.
Amazing. Oh, Kanu!
Oh!
Now that keeper needs to get that taken off YouTube.
Cannon. That was happening.
Oh, Kanu!